Hey guys, Eatway here, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the FIFA 20 closed beta, what it is, when it's going to be released, and something you can do to actually increase your chances of being sent an invite code for it, because for those of you who have played FIFA for a while, you'll probably know receiving an invite code for the beta is a very, very rare and exclusive thing. I've only received one, and it was on FIFA 16, and it was a lot of fun, but I know loads of people who have played FIFA for years and years and years, and they've never received a beta code. So I'm going to talk about something later on in the video that you guys can do to potentially increase your chances of receiving an invite to the beta. So if you guys have enjoyed the video, leave a like if you do, subscribe if you're new around here, and without further ado, let's go on into it. Now first of all, I'm sure a lot of you guys may be wondering what exactly is the closed beta, because it isn't exactly something you hear that much about, simply because such a small minority of the player base of FIFA actually receive invite codes. It's well under 1%. It's only kind of like 10 to 20,000 people, I believe, that get on out of the millions of people that play FIFA every day. And you're also not really allowed to share that much information about it, simply because EA are so strict with it. There's such a long list of different rules and regulations that you have to comply with when you're on the beta. You cannot live stream it, you can't share pictures, you can't share videos, and even some information you can't disclose about the game, or else EA will take it down, whether that be on Twitter, whether it be on YouTube, anything online really, EA will strike and take down. So you can't really share much about the game. It's just kind of for testing purposes. You can refer back to EA with any complaints, any issues you found, and they will then hopefully be resolved by the time the full game is released. Now, for those of you wondering when this is likely to be released, it typically comes within the first week or so, or the second week of August, typically towards the end of the first week. So you're going to see around the 7th to the 10th is when you'll probably receive an invite code if you have the chance to actually get on. And as I said, very few of you will receive invite codes. That's just how it works. Millions of people play FIFA, and it is a closed beta. It's only for a small minority of the player base, as I've already mentioned. You receive different invite codes, typically depending on which game modes you play the most. You get ones for career modes, pro clubs, and ultimate team. I believe they're the three. The one I received on FIFA 16 was for ultimate team, and you receive an account which you can play on. Typically every day or every other day, EA will stock you up with some FIFA points or coins so that you can open lots of packs. At least that's how it was back on FIFA 16. I remember packs were also very cheap. 7.5k packs were like 1.5k, and 5k packs were like 1k, and you often received like 12 to 24,000 FIFA points just at 6 PM. Just you could spam through loads and loads of packs and get a feel of the game, try out lots of players and stuff like that. So you have different kind of things when it comes to, I think draft entry was also very cheap, different kind of requirements and stipulations when it comes to packs and draft and any paid for content, just to allow you to test it out. As you only have a short period on the game, it's typically a couple of days, and that's just for the specific game mode you're testing. So if you're on pro clubs, you'll have like 4 or 5 days on that. But then the last 2 days of the week of the closed beta period, it's only available for a short amount of time. You're allowed to do everything on the game. So I had Ultimate Team for the first few days. I couldn't do any other game modes, but in the last 2 days I could play pro clubs, career mode, and those other versions of the game, just so you get more of a taste of it. So that's definitely something to expect. If you do receive an invite, it's going to be for a specific game mode, but bear in mind in the last few days of that you will in fact be able to try out all of the different game modes available, at least if the previous FIFAs are anything to go by. So keep an eye on your email, keep an eye on the email for your main account. Now it really does depend on how many games you've played. It's very rare to see like a fresh account or an account where you haven't played many games on the previous FIFA get an invite. If you've played a lot of games, you're going to stand a bigger chance of receiving an invite. But that being said, I've played over 1,000 games on each of the past, like 6 or 7 FIFAs, and I've only received one invite. So even if you play loads of games, it's not going to guarantee you an invite by any stretch of the imagination. What you can do to increase your chances, I believe, is heading over to EA's website. I'm going to leave a link down below in the description to the exact page you want to go onto, if I can find the link to it. If not, you'll be able to find it if you look through EA's website. But what you want to do is link your EA and Origin account of your main account that you use for FIFA to the EA Game Tester program, and on there you will be able to see lots of different betas that you can play. For FIFA right now isn't going to be one of them, but I believe if you're a member of that program, which is free to join, very easy, you literally just link your Origin and EA account to it, to the game tester program. That should increase your chances of getting a beta code in your email, and there's a possibility that you'll also be able to literally just sign up for the FIFA 20 beta through the game tester program, which is on EA's website. So as said, I will try and leave a link down below in the description. I will have probably shown some screenshots if I could find them on screen, just of the actual game tester program that I've signed up through, and that I think a lot of other people have, because it's something which should be able to increase your chances of getting on, because EA do want to pick people that are actually going to be testing out the game, and not people that are just going to receive an invite code and maybe not even download it. I believe these cover all consoles too. You get this on PC, Xbox, and also PlayStation, and maybe other things like Switch. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure you guys will probably have some questions, and if you do, then just hit me up down below in the comments. I could do a part 2 to this video talking more about the beta, because it is a lot of fun and it comes out very, very early compared to the main version of FIFA, and also the demo, which is kind of like an open beta, although obviously you can only really play kickoff typically. So it comes very, very early, and it gives you a chance to try out Ultimate Team and a lot of different game modes. Yeah, expect to see it within the first 2 weeks or so of August. Just keep checking your emails. If you have other accounts on FIFA and you've got emails for those, check those emails too. The chances of you being sent an invite code on those are slim, because if you've not played many games, you're very unlikely to receive an invite code, but it's worth checking nevertheless, and you can link those accounts as well to the EA Game Tester program, just to increase your chances that little bit more. As I said though, even if you do this, it's by no means going to guarantee you an invite code, because such a small percentage of the player base receive one. Tens of millions of people play FIFA, a lot of them playing Ultimate Team. So the Ultimate Team invites, I think there are a few more, just because it is the biggest game mode, but nevertheless you're still by no means guaranteed an invite. I think there's maybe a couple of tens of thousands of people that actually receive invites, and that's across the entire world, across the entire player base. So the chances are fairly slim. I'm not entirely sure what they are exactly, but it's probably like 1 in, I don't know, 1 in a couple of hundred, 1 in 200 or 300 is your chance of receiving a beta code. I've seen people selling them as well, but that's always dodgy, because you never know, you could get scammed and the account may not even work. So if you see people selling a beta code for like 20 quid or something, which I saw them going for last year, I would avoid it, unless maybe you're a YouTuber and you want to get on to get some content. But remember, if you record videos and anything like that from the beta, you will end up getting copyright striked. At least that's generally the case. I remember on FIFA 16, 2 of my biggest videos at the time were both recorded on the FIFA 16 beta. You can look back on my channel, they'll still be there somewhere, recorded in really bad quality. But I remember I was actually able to record some content on the beta, some packs, and EA didn't copyright strike me. I'm not sure why. I was lucky, but they got like 20k views and I got a load of subs at the time, and that's something that actually blew up my channel. I said blew up, it got me from being at like 1,000 subs to nearly 10k. So if you were an OG sub back then, you may remember, but the chances are you probably still aren't watching the video now, because I've been going on for ages. But anyway, I do hope you guys did enjoy. I am now back in England for the rest of the summer. I've been travelling all over the place, and that's why my upload schedule's really been kind of not very good at the moment. But I'm back now for the foreseeable future. I've got a festival in about 2 weeks time, but that's in the UK, so I'm not going to be travelling anywhere else. As you may know, I was in France last week. I was seeing my mum and some other people from my family who live in France, so I wasn't really focusing on uploading much. I did do 1 video, I think, and I had 2 scheduled. I had a wedding as well that I went to, family wedding last week. I was in Thailand last month. I was in Malta a few weeks ago. I've been all over the place, so it's been really, really hard keeping up with uploading, just because also there's such little content to really make videos on. But I'm back now, and FIFA 20 is getting closer by the day, so I'm just kind of thinking of videos to make related to FIFA 20. This is one of them. I'll try and do a video on some FIFA 20 ratings as well in the near future. If you've got maybe a certain club you'd like to see me do rating predictions for or something like that, let me know down below. If you have any other video suggestions, let me know down below. Hopefully this video is over the 10-minute mark now, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.